Hey, what's with this shitty lunchbox? It tastes so salty, I can't even eat it. How dare you make the master eat such salty food?
I'm sorry, Robert. My nose has been so clogged up since this morning that I couldn't even taste the food. My throat was sore and my fever was rising. I was dizzy when I made your lunch.
You've got to be kidding me. You made such a mediocre lunchbox for your husband?
I did my best to make this lunchbox. Hey, Robert. I'm sorry, but do you mind if I take the rest of the day off? I think if I lie down for a while, my fever will go down.
Huh? A wife sleeping at home while the master works? Do you think such a thing is allowed? Of course it's not allowed.
But I'm really sick. I can't do the cleaning or laundry today. I can't even cook anymore. Can't you just go out to eat somewhere tonight?
Don't make excuses all the time. No matter how sick you are a housewife. How can you say you want to lie down and be lazy when you can make your living thanks to your husband?
Lazy? I've got a fever and I'm in real pain. I promise I'll do my chores tomorrow if I take the day to rest today. So can I at least take the day off today?
Don't you understand that I said no? I won't allow you to take it easy while the master works. Listen to me. No matter how much fever you have, don't skip work. Don't sleep. Don't rest. Do your chores. That's an order from the master.
Via, as the mother of a son, I can't stand you anymore. How selfish of a wife you are. You're making a living thanks to my son. You should properly do your job as a housewife. What? Olivia, it's been a while. Why are you so angry? I'm so angry because of you, you know. Can't you understand that, you worthless wife? Huh? Me? I don't want to be a nagging mother-in-law. That's why I kept myself away from contacting you as much as possible. I've been quietly watching over my son and his wife for a long time. But ever since you married my son, you've been getting carried away. I can't stand your sloppiness anymore. What? My son Robert has told me about your terrible housework. He says you don't clean well, you don't do laundry, and I hear you cut corners on the cooking too. Me? And to top it all off, today's lunchbox. I heard you didn't cook anything and gave him a cup noodle. That's really unbelievable as a wife. Wait a minute. I didn't do that. I do my best to do the housework every day. Even today, I made a proper lunchbox. Well, I messed up today's lunch. But that was because I was sick. I never cut corners on the food either. I'm hearing from my son directly that you always cut corners and today you spent the whole day at home sleeping. What? You have no idea what it's like to be a housewife. A housewife always has to respect her husband. Robert is the reason you are able to make a living. If you don't understand that, you need my direct training as a wife. You don't even listen to anything I have to say. You only believe what Robert tells you. I understand if that's the way it is, I am fine with that. I'll take your wife training or whatever you want. Well, what a cocky attitude. What a cheeky wife. But please start the training after tomorrow, okay? I just checked my temperature and it's 40 degrees. It's getting hard for me to even type the messages. My head is also a bit fuzzy. Can I take a rest? What? It's 40 degrees. Oh my god, you've been that sick? If that's the case, you should have told me earlier. Didn't your son tell you? The reason I've been lying around all day is because I'm not feeling well.
What?
And yet I worked so hard to make his lunch. He said it tasted too strong, and yet in the end, if it was cup noodle, he ate them, didn't he? I wonder if he threw away my lunchbox.
You're kidding, right? You made his lunchbox while you were in such bad shape? I didn't hear anything about it, and he said you didn't even make it. That's why he had to buy cup noodles at a convenience store.
It seems you have heard a lot of stories that have been fabricated by him. But I'm sorry, I don't have the power to explain that to you right now. So let me contact you again.
Don't worry about contacting me. Your priority is to recover your health first. What's going on with my son?
That's not at all what I heard. Sophia, if there's anything you want me to buy, just let me know, okay? Robert is at work, so you can count on me. Hey, Robert, please let me in the house. How could you kick me out of the house so suddenly? Did I sleep badly?
Your cough has been annoying me all night. It's the middle of the night and you're coughing. The master can't sleep at all.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't help myself.
If you can't help yourself, stay outside. No matter how loud you cough, it won't bother anyone if you go outside.
What? Don't tell me that you want me to spend the whole night outside today. I'm not well. I have a fever of 40 degrees.
If you have a fever, you need to cool down. It's cold outside. It's good for you to cool down.
You're kidding.
I have work tomorrow. I've got an important meeting coming up, so I definitely can't take the day off. I wouldn't want to catch a cold from you. For the sake of your husband's health, you should stay out for the day.
I can't believe you're kicking your wife out of the house with this high fever. You don't even worry about me. You're terrible, Robert.
What's with that wife with a high fever? After all, when I came home, I found you had taken care of the house. You even made dinner for me. You just wanted to skip work because you had a fever, didn't you?
What?
Oh my God, what? It's so late, thanks to you. Well, I'm going to bed. I've got an early day tomorrow. Make sure you stay out all night and keep that fever down. Hey, Sophia, where are you? I hope you came back home. What? Seriously, your husband woke up early this morning to let you in. But you weren't there. Because of you, today's breakfast was bread from a convenience store.
Is that the first thing you say after leaving your wife outside all night? You don't worry about my health or apologize for yesterday.
Huh? Why would I apologize to you? Rather, it's you who should be apologizing. You disturbed the master's sleep with your noisy cough. And you disappeared this morning without making breakfast or lunch.
What?
And you should be thanking me. I'm sure you're feeling better now that I've kicked you out. Your fever's gone down, right? Don't you dare skip any more chores. You're my wife. Your wife is no longer here. What? Sophia is no longer your wife. I made her file for divorce. Now please leave her alone. What do you mean made her file the divorce? Who the hell are you? Are you a friend of Sophia who thinks you're a hero?
I'm her mother-in-law. I'm your mother.
Robert, what are you doing to your wife? What? Mom? Jesus Christ, I can't stop my anger since last night. Throwing someone out in the middle of the night with a fever of 40 degrees. How could you be such a monster? I didn't raise you that way. Wait. Why is Mom showing up? This is Sophia's phone.
Because I protected her last night. Sophia called me out of the blue. She said, "Please help me," and then the call went dead. I went to her house in a panic and found her lying outside, and my heart stopped.
Oh my God.
And the front door was locked. I also got to see the messages with you. That gave me a pretty good idea of what was going on, so I rushed her to the hospital right away. And I left the hospital this morning after they put her on an IV drip all night. Then I went to the city office and had them file the divorce papers.
Why would you file for divorce there? I appreciate that you came all the way out here in the middle of the night for my wife, but why did you have to divorce us there?
Because I thought it was for the girl's sake. I didn't do anything wrong.
For Sophia? Perhaps you're trying to train her to be a better wife. You're trying to teach her how to be grateful to me by divorcing. That's my mom. You should keep up the good work and train her even better. She's a horrible wife who can't take care of herself or the housework.
Huh? What's wrong with her? She does all the housework perfectly and has worked 365 days a year without a break. It's amazing she hasn't gotten sick.
What?
I filed for a divorce to get Sophia away from you. I was the one who believed your words completely. I gave you divorce papers before, remember? I told you to sign it so that you could serve it at any time. I never thought I'd use it this way.
What's going on, Mom? Are you mad at me or something?
I'm beyond angry. I'm disgusted. How could you ever fool me? You told me that she's a useless wife. Sophia's story is completely different.
What?
I was so worried about her yesterday that I ended up visiting her at home. And then she was having a fever, and she was frantically doing housework. I did all the daytime chores in a panic.
You did?
As a woman and a wife, I can't forgive you for what you've done. You abused a hardworking wife and lied to your mother. What the hell do you want?
Oh, calm down, Mom. This is different. I was doing it for Sophia's sake.
Huh?
I have a lot of respect for you. You always do your best to do things for your family, and you're my ideal mother and ideal wife. I wanted Sophia to be like that, so I was cold on her on purpose. I thought it would improve her housekeeping skills.
You don't have to do that. Sophia is perfect. I could tell just by visiting her house yesterday. I can see how she's always on top of her game.
No, she's a terrible cook. It's not as good as yours. Especially my favorite, fried chicken. I told her to make it as good as Mom's, but she couldn't.
Oh, you like my fried chicken so much. Then why didn't you say so? That's from a deep-fried fruit store near the house.
What? Fruit store? You bought them?
Yes, at first I was trying to make it in various ways. But one day, when I was sick, I served you a side dish from there. And you ate it more intensely than my fried chicken. You said, "I like this one the best." So I've served you their fried chicken every time since then.
What?
I just quickly refry it when I heat it up before dinner. I never cook any of it. And if you want, The hamburger curry you like is also a takeout from the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah?
I've realized that no matter how much time and effort I put into making something, whether my kids like it or not is another thing. So I gave up being the perfect housewife. It's more like giving up on housework.
But Sophia's food is all delicious except for the fried chicken. I haven't had takeout once since we've been married. To throw such a devoted wife out of the house. I can't believe it. Well, I'm going to let her stay at home for a while to recover. And during that time, you're never to come back to the house. Hey, Sophia. Where are you now? Come back to me.
Absolutely not. Thanks to Olivia, we're finally divorced. I don't want you to ruin my life again.
What the hell are you talking about? I was a little too cold to you, but I was providing for you as a husband.
What?
I'll change my attitude from now on, so please come back. You've recovered and you've moved out of my parents' house, right? I don't know where you are now, but please come back. I can't live without you.
You've been calling me useless for so long, and now you can't live without me.
Because I can't cook, clean, or do anything. I eat at convenience stores all the time, and my house is full of garbage. My laundry is wrinkled, and I don't have a shirt to wear to work tomorrow.
I'm not going to be your housekeeper anymore. If you want a housekeeper, you can pay to hire a professional. Or next time, get a super healthy wife who will keep you in shape for the rest of your life.
I mean, I understand that. But outsourcing is more expensive than I thought it would be. So I caught a girl on an app and brought her home. But when she saw how messy the house was, she instantly ran away. I can't even remarry.
You don't want to pay, but you want someone to do the housework. How can you be such a scumbag?
But you've been doing it for a long time. I'll help you as much as I can from now on. I'll even give you a little allowance if you want. I want you to come back. My parents have given up on me. I don't have anyone I can rely on.
What? Your parents gave up on you?
When I heard you moved out of my parents' house, I thought I'd finally get to go home, so I hurried over there. Then my mom and dad threw water on me. They told me,
I no longer recognize an embarrassing son like you. I don't want to see your face anymore. Oh, they must be so angry. Maybe I've told them too much about our marriage.
Please, Sophia, marry me again. I promise I'll take good care of you next time. I know it's hard for you to go from being a housewife to being independent.
Yes, it's tough, but it's fun, so I'm fine. Thanks to Olivia, I'm in perfect physical condition. I found a job and started working right away too. My boss there is very kind and handsome. I have a crush on him.
What? We've only been divorced for a month, and you're already flirting with another guy?
Women move on quickly. That's why I want you to leave me alone. You're already in my past. You're a piece of shit. I don't care what kind of life you lead.
Oh no.
Well then, take care. Use this opportunity to learn how to cook what you want by yourself. I never heard from my ex-husband Robert again. On the contrary, a few days later, the property division was transferred to my account. Perhaps Olivia had played some kind of a hand in this. She sometimes contacted me to ask how I was doing and contacted me with concern. If it had not been for my ex-husband's lies, I'm sure we would have gotten to know each other better. And Robert, after that, visited his parents' house many times, and each time he was thrown out after being doused with water. He finally started attending a housework class, and he told the instructor, "Why don't you do the chores in my house?" and was banned from the class. The incident was spread on social media that the whole country looked at him with disdain, as this is what happens to men who can't do housework.
Elijah, you were late to today's meeting again, weren't you? Please get a hold of yourself. Oh, hello, Noah. Why do you have to get mad at me for that? Everyone is late every now and then, right? I don't think it's a reason to yell at me. Oh, I wouldn't be so mad if you were only late once or twice, but you're late to every meeting that we have. That's why I'm upset. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I've got something going on just before the meetings, so I end up being late every time. I can't do anything about it. I have plenty of other reasons to be mad at you. You make being late an excuse to not split the bill with us, right? Shouldn't you help pay for the check even if you were a little late to the meeting? I don't think so. My common sense and your common sense are two different things. The other mothers have also said that it's weird that you don't chip in at all. Sure, maybe some people say the same thing, but it's not like I'm never going to pay for anything. In fact, I'd like to pay you guys for the trouble that I've caused you. Wait, really? Then hurry and pay up. But I'm kind of in a difficult situation right now. I have no money, and my husband got fired from his job. I don't think he'll find a new job anytime soon, so I won't have money for a while. What? So I'm trying to lead a life that uses the least amount of money as possible. But mom meetings are something I need to attend, so I couldn't not go. So I'm sorry. I can't pay the bill as of right now. But once my husband finds a new job, I'll be able to pay everyone. Elijah, you need to stop telling the stupidest lies. What? Why would you say that all of a sudden? Don't play dumb. I saw your husband walk out of your home with a suit on today. Your husband didn't get fired. Do you really think I would believe these ridiculous lies? I thought I could lie my way out of this. But it's the truth that I'm broke right now, so I can't pay. What are you saying? Your husband didn't get fired, so he should be able to pay. What I'm saying is that I have no money to pay you. Why do I have to pay for you and the other moms? I have no intentions of doing that. I've got my own things I need to spend money on. Well, we've got things to spend money on too, but we would never think of spending other people's money on our own meals. You're the only one who would do such a terrible thing. Oh, so what? Are you supposed to be the goddess of common sense? You're always shoving your own common sense onto other people and looking down on them. Do you really think I'll listen to you after you speak to me like this? Don't underestimate me. I'm telling you this. I'm going to continue to be late, and I'm going to continue eating on your dime. Latecomers don't have to pay the bill. It's common sense. I have no idea what you mean. If you're going to keep spewing nonsense, I'm going to have to get ready to take you down. Take me down? I don't know what you're planning to do, but harassing me won't change anything. My relatives are police officers. If you try to arrest me, my relatives will come arrest you in a heartbeat. Why do you think the police would get involved? What do you think the police are, you idiot? Did you just call me an idiot? No, I'm mad. You'll definitely be paying for my food again. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. And you're the one who will be in trouble. Be prepared for that. I joined the meetings halfway through again, so you and the other moms better pay for everything. I'm smoking outside right now, so you better pay the bill before I come back inside. Got it? We paid our individual bills and left. Huh? Get back here right now! No, I already paid. There's no reason for me to go back. It's your responsibility to pay for what you ate. Don't you understand that I joined halfway through? That means I shouldn't have to pay for the food. You must be misunderstanding me. The restaurant we went to today bills each person individually, so no matter how much you tell us to pay for your portion, you have no choice but to pay for what you ate. What? I didn't hear about this individual bill thing. Did you pick this restaurant so you could deceive me? That's so cruel. I didn't mean to deceive you. It just happened to be this way. It just so happened that the store we picked today was like this. So I was able to stop you from doing whatever you wanted. Yay! Don't yay me! I was eating under the assumption that you were paying, so I ate quite a lot. What am I supposed to do? I can't pay such an expensive bill. It's not my problem. You ate it, so you're responsible for paying for it. But I'm telling you, I'm not paying. I came late to the meeting. The rule is the person who's there on time should be the one to pay for the food. I don't know what this rule is or where it's coming from. You must have always thought this as long as you were late, you didn't have to pay anything. Well, you're wrong. You're making a big fuss when you're in a situation where you should be paying for your meal. Aren't you embarrassed of yourself? I'm not embarrassed. I love to eat on someone else's dime. You guys are my wallet. Wallets can't talk back to me. Even if you say that, you're the one in the wrong here, so it's normal that you take responsibility for this, right? See? There it is again. Saying that this is normal? That's what I hate about you. You're trying to make me feel like I'm not normal, and that's annoying. Can you please stop that? Well, everyone else feels the same way. Why don't you think about the feelings of people that you've stolen money from for once? I don't care about that. You guys should just shut up and be my wallet. Stop fighting back. Everyone is mad at you because you act so selfish like this. Everyone said that they'd never do anything to help you. You should be sorry for what you've done. Huh? How could you? Fine. If you guys won't help, then I'll get my police officer relatives involved. They should come arrest you soon, so you better be prepared. Wow. Are you really going to call the police? You'll just embarrass yourself, so I think you should stop. Shut up! It's too late to be scared now. It's time for you to feel my wrath. Wait a minute. How could this happen? This can't be. From the sound of it, it seems like your relatives aren't coming to the rescue. Well, it makes sense, since you're making no sense at all. Why? I thought my relatives would most definitely take my side. They got mad at me saying don't call the police for something as stupid as this. They're right. So I've got nothing to say. But you understand, right? You're the one who's crazy. You'd better give up and pay with your own money. But this bill is about $5,000. Why do I have to pay such a huge bill? Because you were the one who ate all that food. I mean, you're supposed to pay for what you eat. I don't know why you don't get that. But be quiet. I have no money, you know? How could you make someone with no money pay for all this? It makes no sense. I've always wondered. Why do you say you have so little money? You're a housewife, right? I'm sure you eat with your husband's money. And I'm pretty sure your husband makes quite a lot of money. So I can't imagine that you wouldn't have a lot of money. That's none of your business. I've got my own reasons. Don't pry. I see. It sounds like you're doing something you can't talk about. And when it comes to something you can't talk about and it deals with money, you must be spending your husband's money on something secret. No, I told you, don't pry. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering. But seeing as you're so desperate, sneaking behind your husband's back, have you been gambling? What? How did you know? Oh, I guess I was right. What? Well, wait, that's not fair. I didn't admit to anything. No, you definitely just did. Well, I thought that's what was going on anyways. That's why you always say you're broke. And that's why you're always trying to eat on other people's dime. That's different. Even if I wasn't spending my money on gambling, I don't want to spend my own money, so of course I'd make you pay for my food. Those are both issues in itself. Anyways, I understand real well that you're an emotionless human being, and you're still stuck paying that expensive bill at the restaurant. No! It's $5,000! Why am I stuck paying for such a huge bill? This is a joke! I'm never paying it. Even if you say that, you ate $5,000 worth of food, so you need to pay for it. But I ate that much because I thought you were going to pay. If I knew I had to pay, I would have eaten less. Oh, really? Well, what's done is done. And you've already eaten $5,000 worth, so you need to pay the $5,000. I've been saying I won't. Please stop messing around. I actually have a secret that I haven't told you about yet. Once you hear this secret, I'm sure everyone will feel bad for me and give me money. Another secret? What is it? So the truth is, as a result of secretly gambling, I'm in debt now. Oh, you're in debt. I think it's about $10,000 now. If I have to pay $5,000 for food on top of carrying my debt, I won't be able to continue this lifestyle anymore. Well, before that happens, I'm sure your husband will find out that you're spending a lot of money, and he'll be very angry. Worst case scenario, I think he would divorce you. What? Why? Why would that happen? I won't ever allow that. If I get a divorce, I'm going to have to work myself to survive. You are being punished for gambling with your husband's money. You need to admit that you've done something wrong. No, please, do something. Oh, I know. I'll do my best to pay off my $10,000 debt. So, can you please pay this $5,000 bill? I don't understand how you came to that solution. You need to pay for what you ate. There's no reason for me to pay that bill for you. Why do you have to be so cold? Are you sick in the head? Isn't it normal to help people who are in need? Wow, I didn't think you would use the word normal. But, Elijah, weren't you saying that each person's definition of normal differs from another person's? Don't think that my definition of normal is the same as yours. That's a different story. I'm your mom friend who is in a difficult situation, so you should be helping me. That's what anyone would do. What anyone would do, huh? Maybe in your head. The reason you're in trouble in the first place is because you put yourself in that situation. In other words, you brought it on yourself. I don't think it's right to put the blame on me and other mom friends. Why not? Aren't we mom friends? We have to continue to have a good relationship. So can you pay for me just this once? Oh, I see. You think that we'll continue to be mom friends after this? I'm sorry, but all of us mom friends have decided that from now on, we won't get involved with you, and we're kicking you out of the group. What? You're kicking me out of the group? Of course we are. You've done nothing but annoy us, and we'll let you off the hook for the money you've stolen from us so far, as long as you leave this group. Well, we don't mind kicking you out either. What? Wait! No! How am I supposed to eat on other people's money if I'm not in the group anymore? Wow, even in this situation, you still think of us as your wallet. This is why everyone is mad at you. You need to realize this. No! Why do you need to say that to me? Mom friends are supposed to be nice to each other, and now you want to kick me out of the group? Isn't that too cruel? You're the cruel one for always being so selfish. We've warned you before. If you keep doing that, you're going to get hurt. I don't remember this! It's not that you remember hearing it, you just didn't listen to it. You ignored our advice and did what you wanted. And now you realize that things are going wrong. And all of a sudden, you're acting like a meek little girl. Wait! I got it! I got it alright. I'm sorry. So please forgive me. If I lose my mom friends, I'll lose all the fun I have every day. What you should be worried about right now isn't your mom friends, but the fact that your husband might divorce you. I'm sure he's going to be very angry when he hears what you've done. Yeah. If my husband finds out about this, he's going to be extremely angry and snap at me. Worst case scenario, we get a divorce. I can't have that. There's nothing you can do about it now. It's your fault. You need to take responsibility for your actions. No! Why do I have to be put in this situation? Elijah kept on texting me, but since I had better things to do, I stopped responding. Elijah was later scolded by her husband, and he covered to pay the $5,000. Her husband had enough of her, so I heard that he divorced Elijah. The $5,000 and debts were all to be paid by Elijah, so now she lives alone in extreme poverty. She was also kicked out of the mom group. I don't see Elijah often now, but when I do see her, I can tell that she has lost a lot of weight. Since Elijah left, us mom friends can now enjoy dinner parties and tea time in peace.